If you work at a computer, you know the feeling. The inbox is overflowing, the deadlines are tight, and there are only so many hours in a workday to get everything done. For decades, knowledge work followed a very strict rule. If you wanted to double your output, you had to put in double the time. You typed faster, you stayed late, or you hired more people. But recently, a strange vacuum has formed in the office. Certain people are suddenly delivering a week's worth of complex reports by Tuesday afternoon without breaking a sweat. The old relationship between time and output has seemingly vanished for them. We are watching a split screen in the modern workplace. On one side, the traditional worker is typing out every sentence and manually organizing every spreadsheet. On the other side, an AI user is operating on a completely different timeline. You are seeing the emergence of an invisible divide. If you continue to rely on manual effort alone, you're competing against a pace that the traditional workday was never designed to handle. Think about the first 10 minutes of any complex project. You're staring at a blank document or trying to make sense of a massive, unsorted data set. Those moments are cognitive bottlenecks. The time it takes a human brain to organize raw data, format headers, and generate a basic structure sets an absolute speed limit for the entire task. A person using AI skips that friction. They drop the raw data into a model and get a fully formatted outline before the traditional worker has even written their opening sentence. Instead of doing the manual data entry themselves, they act as a director. They give high-level instructions to the software to execute the heavy lifting. They aren't typing faster than you. They've just moved the starting line, outsourcing the initial mental heavy lifting to a machine. You hear the term 10x faster thrown around a lot online. It sounds like a hyperbolic marketing pitch, but we can actually map out the exact time savings. Reaching this level of output requires a shift in how you work. You take on the role of a manager, overseeing a digital intern that handles the execution while you provide the direction. Let's look at research. Reading through 5 different industry reports to find key trends takes a human hours. An AI can synthesize those exact same documents in a few keystrokes. Then comes the drafting. Writing a 5-page summary of those trends is an afternoon's work. Generating text from that synthesized data takes the AI seconds. This Gantt chart compares workflows. The left shows the traditional timeline, long sequential blocks for reading, analyzing, and writing. On the right, the AI workflow shrinks those identical blocks. Because AI can run tasks like analyzing and formatting simultaneously in parallel, the timeline compresses to 10%. Zooming out to a full month, the difference is undeniable. The traditional method produces 1 completed project. The AI method produces 10 units in the exact same time frame. That is the 10x advantage. It is a structural advantage in how workflows are built. No amount of late nights or extra effort can close a gap that wide. While the traditional worker is still refining their first draft, the AI user finished their day's work hours ago. The manual worker is operating entirely out of sync with the pace of the project. When individuals achieve this kind of productivity spike, it doesn't stay a personal secret for long. Entire companies start moving faster, and client expectations adjust to the new speed. This chart maps industry expectations over time, illustrating a trend called baseline inflation. That vertical spike represents the new AI speed becoming the standard. What used to be considered 10 times the normal output is now the expected baseline. If your output remains on the older timeline, you will eventually be priced out of the market. Employers will not pay for 40 hours of labor to get what now takes 4. Proficiency with these tools has moved into the realm of basic professional literacy. Without it, the gap between your output and the industry standard will only continue to widen. But if you learn how to direct these systems, you gain immense leverage. You can command the output of an entire team just by learning how to provide the right direction. Adopting an AI-assisted workflow today determines whether you'll be able to keep pace